Do you sometimes experience bloating, stomach gas, and bad breath? Or you somehow feel tired without any tangible reason after eating? These are common digestive disorders that result from poor digestion. That is, your stomach is unable to process the food you eat for proper functioning of the body. And hence, there is a delay in digestion. And a delay in digestion leads to fermentation and putrefaction. The food gets rotten and becomes toxic. And hence, various digestive disorders as already mentioned. So what really causes your stomach's inability to process the food? You'll be shocked to know that food combining is a major reason. Here, I am referring to the number of major food components, carbohydrates, protein, fat, fruits, and vegetables available at a meal. Food combining or combination is a science, and there should always be the need to adhere to certain principles for optimal digestion. The first principle is to ensure that your food combinations are of the rainbow colors. This suggests variation in various food components from time to time. For example, instead of regularly consuming one type of bean or vegetable, you should include other varieties whenever possible. The next one is the principle of functional foods. This simply states that some foods are compatible and enhance the digestion, absorption, and assimilation. That is, the bioavailability of each other. For example, piperine in black pepper is known to enhance the bioavailability of curcumin in turmeric, and so the two are a perfect combination. On the other hand, certain foods are not compatible and undermine proper digestion, absorption, and assimilation when combined together. Here are two justifications. The first is that carbohydrate, protein, fats, vegetables, and fruits are unique in terms of chemical digestion. Example, protein needs the digestive enzyme pepsin via the secretion of hydrochloric acid. That is an acidic environment for proper digestion. On the other hand, carbohydrates need the digestive enzymes amylase and an alkaline environment for proper digestion. And whenever animal proteins are combined with carbohydrates at the same meal, there is a tendency for indigestion of carbohydrate leading to fermentation. This is due to the fact that the pepsin or hydrochloric acid needed for proper digestion of the protein also neutralizes the enzyme amylase needed for proper digestion of carbohydrates. The second justification has to do with the rate of digestion or the length of time at which each of these foods is digested. For example, fruits generally have a shorter rate of digestion. So when they are combined with grains, vegetables, or meat which virtually have a longer rate of digestion, the digestion of the fruit is delayed, resulting in fermentation and toxicity. So here are some general rules to consider when combining foods. These are the don'ts. Number 1, for proper digestive health, you shouldn't combine animal proteins and starchy foods. Example is bread and meat as seen in burgers. Number 2, starches and fat. 3, animal-based protein and animal-based protein. For example, it's not advisable to consume milk and egg at the same meal. Number 4, never combine fruits with anything. For proper digestion, absorption, and assimilation, it is advisable to consume fruits as a main meal. The 5th rule is that never combine animal-based milk with anything. Like fruits, it is advisable to consume milk alone. The last but not the least, which is the 6th principle, is not to consume protein with acidic foods. Here are what are known to be desirable combinations for proper digestive health. Number 1, you should take animal protein with non-starchy vegetables. Number 2, fruit should be taken with fruit, with the exception of melons. Number 3, nuts are a perfect combination for non-starchy vegetables. And the last is, you should always combine starches with non-starchy vegetables. A typical example in Ghana is anwamo with pepper sauce. Here are some exceptions. There is what is called bio-individuality. That is, there are individual differences and some combination may work for one and may not work for another. Also, the quantity can't be overlooked. For example, the size or the amount of meat you add to a starchy food may determine its impact on the quality of digestion. The third exception is on smoothies and juices. For example, you may add a frozen banana to a vegetable smoothie or make a pineapple vegetable smoothie and yet still have no problem with their digestion. The last exception is the quality of your health is always a factor if you have an underlying health condition. Especially if you are experiencing any stomach complication, you should take these rules more seriously. Kindly like the video and subscribe to this channel if you've not done that yet.